Do you think it would be possible to build a putt-putt powered submarine? Hi, I'm Daryl Canada, and in Part 3, Canadian Putt Putt Boats, I will show you some more of my Putt Putt boats and engines. But first, here's what twin stainless steel diaphragms sound like. Building putt-putts is a great hobby for boys and girls of all ages. It does not require a large workspace, no special tools or skills for the simple engine types, and even the larger, more sophisticated engines are inexpensive. Putt-putt engines can be built from a variety of materials: tin, brass, copper, aluminum, stainless steel, and this might surprise you, even glass. The few rules include that it must not leak, won't melt with the heat used, and preferably will transfer heat well. Good materials for a diaphragm, if that is the type you are building, include aluminum, tin, brass, stainless steel, and another surprise perhaps, clear plastic. The plastic won't accept much heat, but lets you see into the boiler while it is running. Now back to the putt-putt submarine. The answer is yes, it will work. But fully submerged, a heat source not requiring oxygen would have to be used. Even if you could carry enough oxygen, all the escaping exhaust gases would make a joke out of run silent, run deep. Pipes are similar to boilers in that almost anything will work, providing it will stand up to the heat and pressure of the boiler they are being used with, and can be bent to the shape you require. For heat, wax candles, olive oil wick burners, and alcohol, with or without wicks, are good choices. The amount of heat only has to match the engine design. Too much heat may melt your engine or cause it to burn out. Too little heat and it will not make its best power or not run at all. The boat can be built of anything that floats. The simplest is a piece of styrofoam, and you don't even need a boat to test your engine. It can be fastened to the edge of any water container so the tubes are in the water. A bit of planning ahead regarding the compatibility of materials is worthwhile. They have to be fastened together, and although epoxy glues will fasten most materials for low heat engines, more heat will require something better, like common low temperature solder. For high heat engines, silver brazing solder is often used. As putt-putt engines don't make much power, the ratio of power to weight is important if you want some speed. One problem for me has been that more power has only been achieved with engines that weigh more. This means that the boat has more displacement, more wetted surface, and therefore more drag. The result so far is that some small boats with modest power are similar in speed to the best large boats that have 2 to 3 times more power than the small ones. Lightweight boats and good hull designs are essential. A larger problem is that the velocity of the water jet is quite small, and unlikely to get much better in an engine with no moving parts. Interestingly, if your boat is very light and the engine runs well, you may have to add a bit of weight to make them move at all, and the reason for that is quite interesting. Next up is a small hybrid coil diaphragm engine. If you listen carefully, you can hear the tiny sound it makes. In Part 2, I told you about an engine made from common household brass doorknob. This is it. Looks good and works good. If you are interested in the science behind these engines, a good site to visit is www.eclecticspace.net. Click on Pop Pop and then on the Union Jack for pages translated to English. John Eves is the co-author of this section, and I must give him credit for providing a lot of help and information that contributed greatly to the building of the engines in this video. O Canada is the largest boat I have built. It is 41 inches long and has two multi-tube engines with 4 pipes each. Dry weight without any burner is over 2.5 pounds. I can run it with a wick burner using alcohol or, as in the video, with a pressurized system using propane, butane, camp gas, diesel, or virtually any gas or liquid fuel. I guess if I had a little hibachi, I could burn briquettes. The dinghy on the back works and is a 5.5 inch made in India boat. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and wish you success building your putt-putt boats. Part 4 is coming, and it approaches putt-putting from a different angle altogether. Watch for it, coming soon on YouTube.